Electrophilic aromatic substitution replaces a hydrogen on the benzene ring with some substituent. These 6 products are the ones that are commonly taught in introductory organic chemistry. And whether you're putting a bromine, a chlorine, a nitro group, a benzene sulfonic acid group, an alkyl group, or an acyl group on the ring, it's very easy to see what electrophile you need. Remember, an electrophile powerful enough to react with an aromatic ring will be positively charged. And that positive charge has to be associated with the atoms we're going to put on the ring. So here's the list of electrophiles we need. In each case, we simply write the substituent that's attached to the ring with a plus charge. Well, you can't buy these in bottles. You have to make these with a combination of reagents. In each of these cases, 2 reagents together will make the electrophile you need. Here they are. And I'll put some lines in here to turn this into a table, keep us from going cross-eyed. So in each case, the pair of reagents I have listed here makes this electrophile, which goes directly on the ring in place of a hydrogen. If you get the impression that this takes place by the same mechanism, regardless of the electrophile on the left here, you certainly are right. There is one general mechanism that we need to learn. You'll notice that I've drawn one of the 2 resonance structures of benzene. When I talk about reaction mechanisms, I'll always draw a resonance structure because it lets us track where the positive charge goes. Using our air pushing, we can picture a pair of electrons from this pi bond forming a bond with this electrophile. The initial product from that has a resonance structure that looks like this. Notice that this is an sp3 carbon. The electrophile is bonded to the ring with a sigma bond. This intermediate is called a sigma complex. This has 2 other resonance structures because it's an allylic carbocation next to 2 double bonds. Let me draw those guys. If this pair of pi electrons swings up here to make a double bond there, that leaves a charge on the bottom carbon. And then from that resonance structure, this pair of pi electrons can swing down here, which leaves a positive charge on this carbon. Now you might be wondering what would happen if I started with the other resonance structure of benzene. Well, the answer is we get to exactly the same resonance structures. Take a look. When we picture this pair of pi electrons forming the bond with an electrophile, it puts a positive charge on this carbon. And for a second resonance structure, we can picture these electrons swinging up here, putting the positive charge on the bottom carbon. And then for this resonance structure, to convert to that one, we could picture those electrons swinging the other way. So these 3 resonance structures interconvert. They're really only one thing, remember, a single ion. Let me put a box around that to emphasize that. And in the second step of this transformation, a base removes the proton to regenerate the aromatic ring. Now to be clear, this isn't a base like hydroxide. These solutions are very acidic. This is something that's strong enough to take a proton from a carbocation. It could be, for instance, bromide from bromination. In any case, something that has a pair of electrons can remove this proton, leaving that pair of electrons to regenerate the double bond, which forms the substituted benzene. And it's just as easy to picture this happening from the right-hand resonance structure. This proton is removed. This pair of electrons can regenerate the double bond. We make the substituted benzene. Either way, we get exactly the same structure. These are 2 different resonance structures of exactly the same substituted benzene. So there it is, the mechanism for electrophilic aromatic substitution. A powerful electrophile is attracted to the pi electrons, forming a sigma bond with the ring and disrupting the aromaticity. This intermediate prefers to lose a proton to regenerate the aromatic ring and makes a structure that has that special aromaticity. A 2-step reaction. Bond formation with electrophile, proton loss. The same mechanism operates for all 6 of the reactions that form the products that we looked at the beginning of this lecture.